Hello, my friends. How are you guys doing on this fine Tuesday evening? It is another day here at Cardlines Breaks, which means it's always another chance at ripping some cardboard gold. And boy, do we got some pure gold coming out tonight. I am excited, guys. I've had tonight earmarked for a long time. Amongst all the other great stuff we're doing that case of Boys of Summer, which is going to be a really, really fun product. So let's have a good time tonight. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your week is going all right. We're going to have 4 breaks tonight as I pull up our schedule. As you guys get settled in, please feel free to hang out with us. Let us know in the chat how you're doing. As long as it's positive and encouraging and happy, let's have some fun and let us know what's going on. Tonight we're going to do some Prizm baseball from 2024. See if we can't knock out some Paul Skeens rookies. Then we're going to do that Boys of Summer case, which is the pick your player. And then we're going to turn to football and we're going to do some more of those Mosaic bundles. You guys know I love those. And then we're going to finish up with another one of my favorites, Rookies and Stars, some of those hobby blasters. 6 of those tonight. So quite a bit of hits are going to come out of that. So that is what is in store for us. We do have some available slots in the first break. The other ones are full. So Max, if you can update those real quick, full on the schedule. But the first one is we've got some open spots. So if you guys want to get in, or if you got some teams and you want to get some more teams, here's your chance. It's going to be 3 different spots. Each spot has 2 teams. There's 6 teams available. The first set of teams is the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Those are 2 pretty good ones. And you guys can get your hands on both teams in the first break, Prizm Baseball, for $3 for 2 teams, the Phillies and the Mets. Hoping we can fill those up. I'll put them again. It would be the Phillies and the Mets in our first break of the evening. Shamdog's in on it. Well played. The Mets and the Phillies for $3. Not a bad deal at all. Thank you very much for grabbing those. For those of you that are looking, if you're on eBay, that's where we got the bidding for the live spots. If you're in the breaks at all the rest of the night, it's going to charge you initial shipping on the live show, but we'll take care of that afterwards. So don't let shipping scare you. If you have spots in the breaks already, we'll combine those down to our shipping policy of a max of $10 for the day. So thank you for grabbing those. Our next set of 2 teams, some good ones as well. The Giants and the Angels up for grabs. And we're going to start just those 2 at $2.50. So just over $1 a team, $1.25 a team for the Giants and the Angels in the first break, the Prizm break. Shem says, let's do this. Let's do it. Thank you very much. Great grabs. Great grabs. 2 more teams, Giants and Angels for $2.50. Well played. And we've got 2 more spots. Is someone else going to grab them, or is Sham gonna grab them up? 2 more spots. These ones are the St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies. And we're going to start those at $2.50 as well for both teams. Roboy says, hey, we could do this. Shamdog says, no, I want them all. Are we going to have a battle, or is someone going to cede to the other one? We'll see. Hey, thank you, Bill. Thanks, Roboys. Great grab on those, and good luck on all those open spots, guys. I am going to also shamelessly throw up a few of those mystery packs. If you guys have been able to get your hands on them yet and open them some at home, hopefully you've had some fun with them. If you haven't been able to get your hands on them yet, I got a few more of them. Primarily grab baseball packs because we're doing baseball. I do have a few football ones as well. So the story on these, again, I'll get the schedule out so you can see better, is these are a mystery pack. We're going to keep them sealed so you guys can have the fun of opening them at home. You get 15 cards in there. There is 1 guaranteed hit in the form of an auto, a relic, or a numbered card. They are all curated by yours truly. So I felt like if I wouldn't open the product, I wouldn't give it to you guys either. So hopefully everyone is enjoying those. $6, 15 cards, usually multiple hits in terms of nice rookies and things like that as well. So we'll run 1 or 2 of these if you guys want to get your hands on them. We're going to start them at $6 for the mystery pack. I'll throw in one more time. I do have some baseball and some football ones with me tonight. If you guys want to get your hands on them, and if not, that's totally cool too. No takers on baseball tonight. We can run later if anyone's interested. I will throw up if anyone wants to get their hands on an NFL one. Same story with these, and same opening bid of $6 will get you an NFL mystery pack. A guaranteed hit in these. Grab them if you're interested. It's a great price, cheaper than we got them for sale on the website as well. If you grab them there. Robert, I have been, for now, I've been generally keeping them sealed just because I like to give you guys the fun of opening them. So usually we're just preferring for cleanliness of the break to do it that way. We might start ripping them at some point. I'll run it one more, and if not, then we'll get going. And yes, I had up Central Time on the calendar, so we're going to start here in just a couple of minutes with our Prizm break, and about 8:15 Central, 9:15 Eastern time, we should be hitting up that Boys of Summer break. All right. So no takers on that for now. If you guys are interested or want me to run a pack later, let me know. But let's go ahead and get into business to our regularly scheduled program of our breaks. So I'm going to get our teams up here. And here's our list for break number 977. We're going 977 to 980 today. First of all, thanks and good luck on the Diamondbacks to James J, Matt S with the Braves, John J with the Orioles. Rich has got the Red Sox, Row Boys with the Cubbies, of course, as empty box number 1. We got Richard with the White Sox, Charles the Reds, John J the Guardians, Bill R the Rockies, Matt the Bill R with Row Boys. Sorry, we just added you in late, so I didn't connect the two. Bill, sorry about that. Thanks for grabbing those again. Matt the Tigers, Jay the Astros, Nakoma the Royals, Richard the Angels, Brian the Dodgers, James J the Marlins, Matt the Brewers, James J the Twins, Richard the Mets, John J the Yankees and the A's, Richard the Phillies, John J the Pirates and the Padres, Richard the Giants, Matt the Mariners, Bill grabbed the Cubs, John the Rays, Matt the Rangers, and Jim has the Blue Jays and the Nationals. Thank you guys for grabbing all those spots, and best of luck to you in each of those. I hope I can pull you all some Prizm Fire. We're going to play some hit counter fun again tonight, guys. So if you like free stuff, just hang out and play along in the hit counter. It's that easy. You don't have to be in the breaks. If you're just hanging out with us, if you're in one of the breaks later on tonight, but you want to get a shot at some free stuff, all you got to do is play along in the hit counter. And how you play along is you pick which of those 4 players. Sometimes it's players, sometimes it's teams, sometimes it's inserts. It's all sorts of stuff. But you tell us, in this case, it's 4 players. These would have been 4 of the guys that we were really hoping to pull. I think for this point, we're still hoping to pull most of them. Jackson Merrill, Jackson Holiday, maybe both have cooled off a little bit. Maybe there's some other rookies that took their place. Jacob Wilson's in here, things like that. But we're going to stick with, when this first released out, these have been the 4 names that we'd have been real excited about pulling. So that's who's going to be on our hit counter. So you guys tell us, Paul Skeens, Jackson Churio, Jackson Holiday, or Jackson Merrill. Which one is going to show up the most in this 5-box break? And these, again, are the red Hobby Blaster boxes. Unfortunately, not Hobby in terms of guaranteed hits, but the Hobby Blaster is 1 level up from the retail, and we get those red prisms. So tell us which of the 4 players we're going to get the most of, and then tell us what the total of all 4 players combined is going to be at the end. If you get the player spot correct, or if there's a tie, for example, you're going to win a Leprechaun, and that Leprechaun is going to race for you for some free stuff at the end of the evening. If you get the total number correct within 1 in either direction, you're also going to get a Leprechaun racing for you at the end of the evening. And I got 3 of the 5 boxes out, as you guys saw, so that's going to serve as kind of our halfway point. At the end of the 3rd box is when you guys will have to officially lock in your predictions. So we give you lots of time to observe the break, see how it's going, and make any predictions. But I always say make your guesses early because it's more fun to have bragging rights and say you knew it the whole time. So we'll come back to that hit counter, but let's go ahead and get into some cards. For our first break of the evening, Prizm, we're going to start out with an Ichiro for the Mariners. Here we go, Matt. Nice Ichiro. Xavier Isaac on a silver for Tampa Bay. And our first red cracked ice is Eric Davis from the Reds. Charles K., congratulations. And those are not numbered. They're just retail exclusive. We should get 4 per box. Richie Ashburn from the Phillies, Bernie Williams, Pedro Martinez. We have a fireworks of Dylan Cruz for Washington. So, Jim D., congratulations. Dylan Cruz is also someone I probably could have put on the hit counter. May have surpassed one of the 2 Jacksons. We've got green Prizm Dylan Head from Miami. That's going to James J. The green ones as well are retail exclusive. They're not. Some of them can be numbered, but most of them aren't going to be numbered. That one's not. It's just a silver. Congratulations, James, on the Dylan Head. Charlie Soto, Dalton Rushing. There's an Aaron Judge from the Yankees. A top-tier Owen Cassie for the Cubbies. There you go, Row Boys. And the Yankees are going to get the red cracked ice in Gary Sheffield. So congratulations to John J. Colt Emerson from Seattle and Everson Pereira, rookie for New York. Luke Little, rookie for the Cubbies. There you go, Row Boys, another one. Max Anderson on a silver for Detroit. Jordan Lawler, rookie for Arizona on the red cracked ice. So congratulations to James J. You're getting some color here. Getting a little Prizm sunshine, if you will. For the Brewers, here's Abner Uribe, rookie for Matt. Dustin Pedroia, Chipper Jones. Another silver. This one's for the New York Mets, Jet Williams. He's now a Milwaukee Brewer. Richard S., congrats. And you got Grant Taylor. This is a red Pulsar. This one should be numbered for Chicago. And I'm pretty sure he's the White Sox Chicago. So, Richard, congrats. That is numbered 398 out of 399. We almost had the bookend break, guys. We almost had it. But congratulations on the numbered Grant Taylor to 399, Richard. What's going on, Leo? Welcome in. You can still get on the hit counter. I'll put that up in just a sec so you guys can see what the choices are. Roger Clemens, Ryan Zimmerman. There's Eddie Matthews. We got Mike Lowell on the silver for Boston, Rich. Ty Cobb on the cracked ice for Detroit, Matt. Roger Maris and Keith Hernandez. So, one box in, we didn't get anyone on the hit counter. I would say I wouldn't expect it to be a super high number because it's just those 4 rookies. I hope it is, but it's Skeens, Churio, Holiday, Merrill. We didn't get one of those 4 yet in the first box, so you guys can make that prediction. If you right now, it's probably too early to make any changes, but I wouldn't expect higher than double digits probably, unless we get real hot. Colton Cowser is a nice rookie for Baltimore. Congrats, John J. Tom Glavine on the silver Prizm for the Braves. Matt, having a pretty good break. And there's a nice one for the Cubbies. Bill, you're doing all right on the Cubs. The cracked ice of Matt Shaw. Now, this technically is still a prospect card for him, not rookie shield yet. Sean Sullivan. Zenatello for Boston. There's Carson Williams. The Cubs again with a silver for Ernie Banks. And then we got a manager card for Detroit, Jimmy Leland. Matt doing quite well. For Boston, there's Denny Raffaella, Buster Posey, Blake Mitchell for the Royals, and Willie McCovey on a silver for the Giants. Richard, congrats. Those open spots paying off. Including on this one, that's a nice prospect in Bryce Eldridge on the cracked ice. So congratulations Shamdog, those open spots are knocking it down for you. There's Ballesteros for the Cubbies. I love those Ty Cobbs. Yeah, absolutely. Gianni Farmello, George Lombard Jr. And we got another fireworks, and this fireworks is going to be Marcelo Meyer for Boston. So, Rich, congrats on the Marcelo Meyer fireworks. And for San Diego, we got a Homer Bush Jr. on the cracked ice. So, congrats to the Padres, John. Toronto, Arjun Nimala, Cade Keeler for the Braves, Bucky Dent, Ethan Salas on the top tier for the Padres. And the Pirates are going to get a numbered Roberto Clemente. So, John, on the Pirates, no schemes yet for you. But how about a Clemente 249 to 399? Roberto Clemente to 399 on the red Pulsar. Here's Reggie Crawford. Cool Papa Bell. He is unaffiliated to a team, which means we get to get the leprechauns out, my friends, and he gets to race for you guys to see who gets them. There's Mark Burley for the White Sox, Chase Petty on the silver for the Reds, and Adam Dunn on the red cracked ice for the Reds. So, Charles, couple Reds action for you. Colin Houck for the Mets, and there's Clemente again for the Pirates. So, 2 of the boxes in, and none of our big rookies are showing up. Of course, we want to see some Skeens and some Churios. I'd really like to get Johnson, Jackson Holiday, and Jackson Merrill as well. 3 of those 4 guys going to John J. So, John, hopefully we can get you a little something. And then Churio for Matt. Hopefully we can add on to that Abner Uribe for you and get you some Churio love. See if we can't knock a numbered card a little lower than $3.99. That would be cool as well. All right, so this is going to be our 3rd box. After this box is when you guys would need to lock in your hit counter predictions. So here we go. We got Jimmy Leland again. Top tier Kyle Harrison. He is now a Milwaukee Brewer as well. Roderick Arias on the cracked ice for the Yankees. Papelbon for the Red Sox. Andrew Walters for the Indians. The Guardians, excuse me. Sorry about that slip up. I was doing some earlier 2020 type of products recently and got used to saying that again. Leo DeVry for the Padres. There's a Luke Little silver for the Cubbies. If there's no hit counters, then everyone who made a guess gets a leprechaun. So if you're watching and you haven't made a guess yet in either chat, just shout out one of those 4 rookies' names, because if we get nothing across the board, as long as you make a prediction, you get a leprechaun. We got Mark McGwire for the Cardinals. That was another one of those open spots. Bill grabbed it. Bill, nice one on the green Prizm Big Mac. Drew Hackenberg for the Braves. Jose Perdomo for Atlanta. Bradfield Jr. for Baltimore. Yeah, Kevin McGonigal on the silver for Detroit. That's a nice one for Matt. And Luis Tiant, the legend himself for Boston. Rich on the cracked ice. Newly minted Hall of Famer Andrew Jones. Bill Matlock. There's another Brewer for Matt, Ryan Braun. We got Yandra Morales on the silver for the Nationals. And Edgar Martinez for the Mariners on the cracked ice mats. Brennan Sproat, another new Milwaukee Brewer. And Marcelo Meyer for Boston. From Toronto, there's Ricky Tiedemann. Colin Houck on the hype for the Mets. And the Dodgers are going to get a numbered card. Looks like a red Pulsar to $3.99. It is Kendall George Brian B. Congratulations. Kendall George is $2.54 out of $3.99. Congratulations on that one for the Dodgers. There's Jace Young for Detroit. Aiden Miller, Philly. Palmero for Texas. Here's a nice prismatic for those Angels. Another one of those open spots hitting for us. The Nolan Chenuel Prismatic. Congrats, Shamdog. Harry Ford for Seattle on the cracked ice. Congrats, Matt. Then we got Drew Gilberts, and for Tampa Bay, Colton Ledbetter. Okay, so that's 3 of the 5, which we call now officially our halfway point. So now it's time, while I get these last 2 boxes open and rip them out, it is now time for you guys to lock in your predictions. Unfortunately, again, for John and Matt, we haven't hit these 4 guys on the hit counter. That doesn't mean it's been a bust of a break. Obviously, a Paul Skeens would make the break a whole lot better. But we'll get there in one of these 2, hopefully. But you guys got to guess which one of these guys is going to wake up and get on the board. They didn't, apparently they didn't get the memo that when you put them on the hit counter, they're supposed to show up. So one of these guys is going to wake up. Hopefully multiple are going to wake up. But you guys got to decide which one's going to wake up and then what the total is between all of them. And again, if you like free stuff, if you want a shot at free stuff, all you got to do is literally put one of those 4 people's name in the chat right now, and you would be eligible for a leprechaun who's going to race for you. Because if we do end up at 0, then everyone who guesses gets a leprechaun. If you want the leprechaun for the number, you would have to guess 0 for the number. And that's no fun. So nobody do that. That's like betting on yourself to crap out at the craps table in Vegas. You go up there, you're going to roll a 7, so you crap out. So that's the 4th box. I'll get the 5th box open. Then we will lock those in, and hopefully boxes 4 and 5 are loaded with Paul Skeens and Jackson Churios and stuff like that. What if we got one whole pack that was all Paul Skeens rookies? The old Monopoly bank error in our favor. That would be cool. I've never seen that happen. At least not real news. I think people have made it up, like a fishtail, but I don't think in real life I've ever seen one pack from a sealed product be the same guy. Unless it's a 1-card pack. That would get me on a technicality there, wouldn't it? All right, so lock in those hit counter predictions. Max, give them a few seconds and then close it up. And here we go, box 4. River Ryan for the Dodgers. A silver Brando Maea for the Yankees. And there's River Ryan for the Dodgers on the red cracked ice. Johnny Bench, Lou Gehrig. Ron Guidry, we got some old timers here. Fireworks for Seattle. It's a Cold Emerson. I do like this version of the Fireworks card a lot from Prizm. I thought they nailed the look on 2024. It's a cool card. So congrats to Matt on that one. Then we got Roger Maris on the green for New York. Congratulations to the Yankee spots. Hey, there's a Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City, Nakoma. Kyle Teal. Cade Horton. Cade Horton again. So, Bill, a couple Cubby Cade Hortons for you. We've got Ruben Sierra for Texas on the cracked ice. So, congrats, Matt. Carlton Fisk, Eric Davis, Luis Tiant again, and Pedro Martinez on the silver for Boston. Congrats, Rich. Brock Porter for Texas on the cracked ice, Matt. And Jose Reyes for the Mets. There's another one of those Ty Cobbs. Adam Wainwright. Bobby Valentine on the silver for the Mets. Congrats, Shamdog. And this is a nice one. How about Pete Crow Armstrong, Bill, for your Cubbies on the Pulsar Fireworks? That's going to be a numbered Pete Crow Armstrong rookie. We'll take that one for sure. Well played. That one is 229 out of 399 on the red Pulsar Fireworks. Pete Crow Armstrong. That's a good one, Bill. Nice work on the Cubby spot. There's Lou Brock, Eric Gagne, Dennis Eckersley. For the Arizona Diamondbacks, it's Yumin Lin on the silver. Ron Guidry on the cracked ice for the Yankees. Jeff Bagwell with that wide batting stance. And David Wright And we get into our final box. Still, none of those 4 rookies are coming to play for us. There's Jordan Lawler for the Diamondbacks. Emerson Hancock on a rookie silver for the Mariners. So, Matt, the Mariners, it feels like maybe every 4th or 5th card, we get a little something for the Mariners. Starlin Caba for Philadelphia on the cracked ice. So congrats, Shamdog. That's another one of those open spot pickups. There's Jackson Wiggins for the Cubs. Noble Meyer. Dustin Harris. You got Colson Montgomery for the White Sox on the silver. And James Wood for the Nationals on the green Prizm. So, Jim, you got a Dylan Cruz fireworks earlier and a green James Wood. Lance Berkman, Elian Soto for Washington. There's Lasco. There's a hit counter. Jackson Churio on the hype. There we go. Matt, congratulations. And that is a nice Jackson Churio hype insert. And one of those 4 rookies, my guy Jackson Churio answered the call. And we're at 1. So that does affect a lot of people getting leprechauns, unfortunately. But at least we didn't get blank. That makes me feel good that I didn't pick a blank of a hit counter. Joe Carter for Toronto on the cracked ice. Jim? Here's another Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies. Bill, the Cubs are doing quite well in this, all sold. There's another Dylan Cruz for Washington. Thomas Sajaci. Arjun Nimala on the Prismatic. I really like the Prismatic inserts. They've got the Color Blast feel to them. Would love to pull a Color Blast, but there's Owen White for Texas. Congrats, Matt. There's a Jacob Wilson for the A's. John Jake. DeMar Johnson for the Pirates. Homer Bush for the Padres. And we got an Ichiro silver. There you go, Matt, for the Mariners. And then Chicago, Bill, you're going to do it again. Another red pulsar, Jackson Wiggins. And that is 249 out of, 294, excuse me, out of 399. So Jackson Wiggins to 399 on the red pulsar. Adrian Santana, Craig Biggio, Joe Carter. We got Lou Piniella in his days as the Cubs manager for you, Bill, on the silver. You're pulling coaches cards on us. We got Chase Downer for Colorado on the cracked ice. So congrats. That's another pickup on the open spots. Bill, with Chase Downer. Had to reload some top loaders there. Manny Ramirez, and our last card of this first break is going to be Juan Ben Chu for St. Louis. Bill owned the pickup. All right, so we did get done early like I thought we might. We're probably going to run a little bit ahead of schedule tonight. Hopefully no one minds that too much. We do have a randomized Cool Papa Bell to give away. So here's how that's going to work. We are going to invite our world-class athlete leprechauns. Guys, I mentioned it the other day, but these guys skipped the Olympics for you all because they wanted you to continue to win free stuff. They had a chance to race with the Jamaican bobsled team, and they instead stayed so they could run for you guys to give away free stuff and to give away cool Papa Bell cards. So we appreciate our leprechauns very much here at Card Lines. Let's grab all of our buyers from this Prizm break. And there we go. We got all 30 of you in there. And here we go. We're going to race. We're going to go 12 seconds. And the winner is going to get cool Papa Bell. Look at Matt. So Matt, congratulations. Matt says Cool Papa Bell belongs in Seattle with Ichiro. So that's where he's going. Congratulations. You guys can see I wrote on the thing, not the card. Put that in there. Congratulations to Matt. And let's do a recap. Some fun Prizm. Uh, Not the best in terms of the hit counter, but some fun stuff in here. We did get the really nice red cracked ice, the Chase Dollander for the Rockies. Wiggins was numbered to 399. Arjun Namale was a Cubs night so far. Let's see if it continues, right? Pete Crow Armstrong, Jackson Churio, the James Wood green, Emerson Hancock on the silver, Pete Crow Armstrong red Pulsar. That's probably the best card of the break. The hit counter did hit one Jackson Churio. We're going to recap that in just a second. Colt Emerson for the fireworks, Nolan Shanuel on the prismatic, Kendall George to 399, McGuire on the green, Clemente to 399, Marcelo Meyer fireworks, Eldridge on the red cracked ice, Matt Shaw on the red cracked ice, Grant Taylor on the Pulsar to 399 for the White Sox, Jordan Lawler on the cracked ice for the Diamondbacks, Dylan Head on the green for Miami, and Dylan Cruz fireworks for the Nationals. So on that hit counter, that's our leprechauns. There's our hit counter. Jackson Churio did answer the call. So Churio managed to get a couple of you some leprechauns. You heard a couple of the other ones, but Richard and Bill, you guys both got leprechauns for sticking with Churio. And then Bill got two. Bill 63 got two on the hit counter, so you won an extra leprechaun. So Bill 63 doubled up. Richard got one. Do not fear, guys. We have 3 more breaks tonight. That means 6 more leprechauns are at grabs. But also, hold on, because there's a bonus leprechaun opportunity right now. If you guys go to the thumbnail picture of the show on both YouTube and eBay, the first person to tell me who that picture is of gets a leprechaun. So go to answer the question. The first person who can tell me who that picture is on our show title gets a leprechaun, and I'm getting our case out here for the Boys of Summer. All right, so as you guys answer that question, you guys can see I brought on the box. This is our sealed case of Boys of Summer. You don't have to be in the break to get it, Bill. You can just let us confirm for us which spot you're in the next break if it's not very apparent to us. We don't have a list up for the Boys of Summer because there's over 100 spots, so you can just make sure tell us one of the player spots you have or something like that. We'll be able to connect you to it. So here's our sealed case. And guys, like I said, I have been excited. I've been itching to grab a case of this for a long time. I've been itching to rip it. I think it's just a cool product. I love the cards that come out of it. Okay, you got Anthony Marcelo. Perfect. We got that. Thank you so much. So I'm excited to do this. It is a full case. Now, keep in mind, there is 8 boxes, 8 cards per box. So it is only 64 cards. We kind of hope everyone does kind of understand on the bidding in this. A little bit of a gamble is there's a strong chance that not everyone's going to get a card. We're going to do our best post-break to take care of everyone that we can. One of the things you guys all saw us do as well was that we did run the listings instead of running 300 plus all individuals. We tried to bunch them into a couple of the teammates together, or like if there were a few old timers together, things like that, so that every spot had 2 players and a better chance at getting some cards and hopefully a little more value for you guys in there. So I didn't know how that would go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that aspect of it. It was a little bit less invoicing for us, which we didn't mind too much. So I don't actually have a team list on this one, so I don't know why I put that up. For our hit counter, though, we're going to have a hit counter, and with only 64 cards, I didn't know that it makes sense to try and do a player, and everything's an insert or a hit in here. So what I thought we would do is you guys have to tell us how many times it's going to be a patch auto, or a straight auto. Or, since Paul Skeens didn't come out last break, he's got to come out this break, right? So if Paul Skeens comes up, he's worth 5 points. So if we, for example, got 2 Paul Skeens in this case, he would have 10 on the hit counter. So just playing with that a little bit, see if that makes you guys go after him or shy away. Patches and patch autos do not overlap. So a patch auto, if there's an auto on it, it's 1 on that. If there's a patch on it, that's for the patches. If there's a patch auto, that's specific to that. Just making sure you guys are clear on that. So you tell us on the hit counter, are we going to get the most patches? Are we going to get the most patch autos? Are we going to get the most autos? Or are we going to get Paul Skeens? Because he is worth 5 per Paul Skeens that we get. And that's how you guys can earn some leprechauns in the hit counter. By the way, someone did make a guess. Andrew, thank you for making a guess. I was going to give you guys all heck that no one's made a guess yet. There's a free leprechaun up for grabs, guys. Roddy Piper is not the correct answer. The person on the picture of the thumbnail, at least if I put the right one in there, is not Roddy Piper. If you guys think about the product we're breaking, and you think about the title itself and read that as a song lyric, that would probably be a very quick clue to you as to who that pitcher is. And the first person who tells me who that pitcher is automatically getting a leprechaun going for him. So here we go. Get those predictions in. Someone get that free leprechaun by telling us who that pitcher is in our title thumbnail. Not CCR. You are on the right track now for music. There it is. Andrew got it. Andrew got it. It is Don Henley. So this is what the boxes look like. I'm going to close up. This is what the boxes look like. You pull it out and you get 1 pack. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to get a spacer card. I need get our little foil table here. I'm going to get our spacer card. And we're going to kind of just go through this one nice and slow, 1 box at a time, and have some fun with it. Again, it's only 8 cards per box. So good luck. You're just a little bit late on that, Leo. Andrew got it. So, Max, if you can give Andrew a leprechaun. For goodness. Bill, did you guess it? Where did you guess it? Yeah, if I don't see it in the chat, Bill, I can't guess that you guess it. The first message in the chat was I don't see it. I see a guess of CCR. There's no comment in you from Don Henley. Well, like I said, if it's not typed in the chat, it doesn't exist to me. So if you had guessed it, I would have given it to you. That's for sure. All right, so here we go. Our first card is okay. Well, fine. Max, give Bill a leprechaun. If he guessed it, we're gonna go honor code, Bill. If you guessed it, if I can't see it, I'm looking right at the camera. I can't see it, man. I can only go where I can see. So we'll give you a leprechaun. It's all good. It's free. It's not gonna hurt anyone. We'll give you a leprechaun. Yes, Tim. This is break number 978. All right, our first card, guys, is a numbered card for the Cincinnati Reds team, Chase Burns. So congratulations to the Chase Burns spots. You got a card out to 249. And these are the base cards are numbered. That's what I love about these. They're super, super thick. I got to get this thick sleeves out. I will get those in a second. That was not a thick sleeve. I will get most of these sleeved up afterwards. Chase Burns at 249. And we got Joshua Gonzalez to 249 for the Giants. Congratulations to the Joshua Gonzalez spots. Boston Bateman to 99 on an RPA for San Diego. Hopefully that's a thicker. There we go. Boston Bateman to 99. That is 73 out of 99 for San Diego. Congratulations to the Boston Bateman spot. What a cool RPA to 99. Man, gotta stick with the thickest ones on here. There it goes. Bateman to 99. Nice work. And that is an RPA. That's a patch auto for the hit counter, guys. So the first one on the hit counter is patch auto. Next up, we've got an auto. Brooks Lee to 75 from Minnesota. Congratulations to the Minnesota spot. That's Brooks Lee. It's a sticker auto, unfortunately. A lot of these probably are going to be. That's not a thick one either. Here, I had what I thought was a pile of thick sleeves, but apparently I had some mixed up. This one looks better. Brooks Lee to 75. Beauty of a card there, too. Hagen Smith to 99. 88 out of 99 for the Hagen Smith spot. Congratulations. Joe Girardi, 98 out of 99. Congratulations to the Joe Girardi spot. That's a patch to 99. So auto had gotten another one, straight up auto, and now straight up patches. So we are tied 1 to 1 to 1. We just need Paul Skeens to show up. Look at this patch. This is the type of stuff why I've been so excited to hit this one, guys. Kalen Culpepper out of 10. That is 8 out of 10. Look at that patch. We got 3 stitches on there. That is a thing of beauty. Congratulations to the Kalen Culpepper spot. Out of 99, a sweet tricolor patch from the Twins. So patch auto goes to 2. And our final card is going to be an Albert Pujols to 175. So congrats on the Pujols spot to 175. That's the other thing I love about this product, guys, is every single card is numbered. So it is, every card's a hit, which is super cool. So we don't get a lot of cards, but every card, if you guys do hit one, is going to be a card you are going to enjoy. Now that I have an effective pile of sleeves here, I'm going to get them all properly taken care of. They are super thick cards. If you guys haven't opened any of these before, so much fun. So that was the first box, and how fun was that? All right, we're going to get into box 2. If you guys take a look on the hit counter, we are going to give you until the halfway point before you have to lock in your predictions. So we got to 4 in the first box. We had 2 patch autos, 1 patch, 1 straight up auto, and no Paul Skeens as of yet. But keep in mind, Paul Skeens, when you're thinking about total, whether you go with Paul Skeens or not, when you're thinking about the total, keep in mind that if he does show up, that is going to turn the hit counter up 5. So if you have any inkling that a Skeens is going to show up, you might want to go a little bit higher on the numbers for that. Next up, we've got for the Yankees, after I get the hit counter out of the way, Don Mattingly to 249. That is 154 out of 249. Congratulations to the Don Mattingly spot. Paul Konerko for the White Sox. When I was looking at the spots today, and I was reminded that Paul Konerko was in this checklist, I'm not kidding. I said we're going to hit something Paul Konerko. I just figured it was going to happen. Congratulations to the Paul Konerko spot. That is 41 out of 49 on an autograph for Paul Konerko. So that's going to put auto up to 2, and we're at 5. Carson Bench to 99. 67 out of 99. Carson Bench from the Mets. Congrats on the Carson spot. Dontrell Willis to 49. We're gonna have so many of it. I don't know that I can shoot fireworks every time, but I remember to do fireworks there on the fun favorites. Dontrell Willis to 49. Congratulations on the Dontrell Willis spot. In auto fan favorites to 49, and so straight up auto goes to 3. Wow, look at that patch, guys. Chase Petty. That is a huge chunk of his jersey. Huge chunk of his jersey. The numbering must be on the back of this one. It is. Look at that. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 on the Chase Petty. What a cool card that is. 5 out of 10. Congrats to the Chase Petty spots. My guy Robin Yount to 25 on the rainbow. Congratulations to the Robin Yount spot. Robin Yount, Paul Maurer were a spot together. I was so jealous of that spot. Nice Robin Yount to 25. Oh, that one was a straight patch, by the way, before it. An auto rookie, Zebby Matthews. So the Twins players are showing up for us. Zebby Matthews to 99 for the Twins. And that's another straight auto. Finally, the Leo DeVry spot, 149 out of 175 for San Diego. So Leo DeVry to 175. So that's a second box in. If we look to our hit counter, we've got 8 now with 4 straight autos, 2 patch autos, 2 patches, and Paul Skeens continues to evade us. Oh, nice, Robert. You had Petty. Nice work. That's that Chase Petty. What a cool card that was. Out of 10. All right, so guys, we're into our 3rd box. After the 4th box is when you guys will have to lock in your predictions. We have the straight up autos in the lead right now. For the Carson Bench spot, we've got another one. Bench to 249. That is our second Carson Bench. Tommy White from the A's to 249. 154 out of 249. Congratulations to the Tommy White spots. The Twins again to 75. It's Chuck Knobloch on an autograph. Congratulations to the Chuck Knobloch spots. An auto, 33 out of 75. And straight autos go to 5. Wow, look at this auto. Chris Cortez from the Angels to 199. Congratulations on the cut auto. I worry with something like this that marker is going to start to fade. But what a cool card for the Angels. Chris Cortez spots. And that one's a straight auto. Colt Emerson to 99 for the Seattle Mariners. Congratulations on the Colt Emerson spots out of 99. We have a big old, it's a napkin patch, but it's a big one. Christian Campbell to 99. 95 out of 99 on the Christian Campbell. $95 out of 99 on the Campbell. And that patches goes to 3. Gonna burn through these thick top loaders very quickly. And I haven't even top loaded all of them yet. We'll make sure they're all taken care of before we go. How about another one of those autos? Junior Caminero from Tampa Bay. That's 121 out of 129. That is a nice auto. Leo, I'm drooling at every one of these cards. I'm having to hold the drool back so I don't drool on these things. I absolutely love these cards. Like I said, I have been so excited about this product. I hope you guys are having a good time watching these cards pull. Junior Caminero to 199 on the auto. And so autos goes to 7, I believe that is. Yep, 7. Our final card of the third box is going to be Ken Griffey Jr. to 175. Ken Griffey Jr. to 175. Yeah, I really like Boys of Summer. Ken Griffey Jr. to 175. And now we go to our fourth box. I'll put the hit counter back up so you guys can see how we're tracking. After this box is when you guys will have to lock in your hit counter predictions. All right, we've got Hideki Matsui, 105 out of 249, and that one is even thicker. It's a base, but man, was that a thick card. Matsui out of 149. PJ Morlando out of 249 from the Miami Marlins. PJ Morlando to 249. We've got Austin Wells on the Boys of Summer autograph from the Yankees. That is Austin Wells out of 10. 4 out of 10. It's the foil is gold. So that's the reason why it's low numbered than these other ones we've seen like that. Austin Wells autograph out of 10. Congratulations to the Austin Wells spot. The auto spot goes to 8 right now, and the auto spot is running away with it. It does say 3 autos and 1 mem card. What I've seen in the past is a lot of the autos do have a patch on them as well. So I thought it'd be a little bit closer than that. But if you guys are playing on the hit counter right now, I would say it's probably a very safe bet if you haven't changed your pick to change it to auto, because you'll probably win with auto. Christian Moore to 99, 82 out of 99. These cards are just sweet. Christian Moore to 99 from the Angels. Another one of these big old cut autographs, Arjun Nimala to 199 from Toronto. Congratulations to the Arjun Nimala spots out of 199 on the cut auto. And auto is pretty much running away with it. Here's going to be a straight up patch. It is Cooper Pratt from the Brewers. And if you look at that, that's out of 10, guys. And look at, there's actually a hole in that piece of the gold color of his uniform. I think it's actually of his glove. It's from a stitch in his glove. So it's a 5-tool piece. You've got a stitch from his glove. You got a piece of his bat. Probably what was a spring training jersey. And then you got some yellow stitching there for the Brewers with the navy and the yellow. What a cool card. Cooper Pratt out of 10. Very nicely done for the Cooper Pratt spot. Congratulations. Like I said, I could just leave the fireworks on the whole break. I'm not lighting them off because every single one of these cards is straight fireworks. You want to jump through and grab it? There you go. So that's straight patches. That goes to 4. We've got for the Brandon Sproat spot, it's a redemption. Jumbo Materials. Signature red, Brandon Sproat. Congratulations to the Brandon Sproat spot. And that a Jumbo Materials is a patch auto, by the way. So congratulations to the Brandon Sproat spots. That's going to be a patch auto. Redemption. And for the Reds, we've got Rhett Lauder. Congratulations to the Rhett Lauder spot. That's to 175 out of Rhett Lauder. Okay, my friends, so we are at the halfway point. I just bumped my camera there. We're at the halfway point. I am going to probably have to pick up my pace a little bit. I've been drooling over these cards so much. I've gotten us a little bit behind schedule. So I'm going to turn up the pace just a little bit. And once we finish up this, but we're not going to rush through this at all because this is too much fun. And quite frankly, this is too expensive of a break for us to be just rushing through it. So we're going to enjoy these cards. But as we get through this break, then we're going to turn our attention to football for the rest of the night. We're going to do 4 of those Mosaic bundles. And then after that, we're going to do 6 of those Rookies and Stars blasters before we send you guys on your way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get all the packs out. That'll save us a little bit more time, but I'll go through them a little bit faster, get us back on track. But you guys need to lock in your predictions now. So we know Auto's going to win. So switch to Auto. If you haven't done yet, switch to Auto because you know that's going to win. But the real question, I guess, becomes what the total number is going to be. Because remember, if Paul Skeens shows up, that's going to shake everything up. So here we go. Max, when you're ready, go ahead and close the hit counter. And let's take a look. For the first card, it is going to be Jet Williams to 249. For the Mets, congrats to the Jet Williams spot. Now the one of the newly acquired Milwaukee Brewers via trade. Tampa Bay, Carson Williams to 249. Jonathan Clase to 99 on an auto from the Toronto Blue Jays. Congratulations on the Class A auto to 99. And straight auto goes to 10. We're at 17 on the hit counter. Here's another big old auto. Emilian Pitre to 199. This was another guy just like Paul Konerko. For whatever reason, I expected Emilian Pitre was going to get us a hit tonight because I was just talking about Emilian Pitre the other night. So congratulations on the Pitre spot. That's an auto to 199. Autos go to 11. We're at 18. Here's another one of those nice 5-tool patches out of 10 to the Jace Young spots from Detroit. Congratulations. That is also 5 out of 10 on that 5-tool patch. We got 4 jersey patches there and a piece of the bat. Jace Young out of 10. And patches goes to 5. We're at 19 on the hit counter. Jacob Wilson, 199 on the auto. How cool is that card for the Jacob Wilson spots? To 199. So again, not a lot of cards coming out of here, but when you hit in this product, in my opinion, you hit pretty big. We got another Tommy White, and guys, this is out of 5. It's the green foil variation of it. So we got a Tommy White before. Now we get a Tommy White out of 5. Congratulations to the Tommy White spots. Out of 5. And then we got another Chase Burns. It's our second one. Chase Burns to 175 from the Reds. Now this pack looks significantly thicker than those other two that are there. So there's either a really big patch or there's a booklet. There's a booklet, guys. So I'm going to bring that booklet down to the bottom. There's a booklet in here. Oh, man, I cannot wait to do that one. 175, it's Walker Janik from Houston. Congrats to the Walker Janik spot to 175. Bryce Rayner to 249 from Detroit. Congrats on the Bryce Rayner spot. Mike Bovey from the Brewers. And that one's out of 75 on an RPA. So congratulations to the Mike Bovey spot from the Milwaukee Brewers out of 75. And that's a patch auto. So patch autos goes to 4. Auto, Dylan Dreiling to 75 from Texas. Congratulations. Let's see. Hey, Max, if we have another box of 168 top loaders over there, could you bring it this way, por favor? Is Dylan Dreiling on the auto. Next up, it's our second Jet Williams of the night. Congratulations to the Jet Williams spot. Guys, it's a bookend break here. We got number 99 out of 99. A bookend break sponsored by Cardlines Breaks. 99 out of 99 on the Jet Williams. Congrats to the Jet Williams. That's your second Jet of the night. And look at this old patch to 99, Noah Schultz from the White Sox. Congratulations to the Noah Schultz spot. And that patch to 99 is a straight patch for our hit counter. They go to 6. We're at 22 on the hit counter. Here's Ethan Salas to 25 on the Rainbow Refractor. Ethan Salas to 25. Oh, and here's that booklet. It's out of 15, guys. The booklet's out of 15. It's Carson Benj from the Mets. You got an auto, and look at that patch. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Carson Benj. Booklet out of 15. Okay, you might need to run over in there or see what else you can find me. That's not even going to fit in there. I'm going to leave that there for now. We're going to get it into a better sleeve in a second. Booklets don't like sleeves, at least the sleeves I got right now. 6 out of 15 on the booklet. And I do have a top loader big enough for this guy, I think. I'll fix that in just a second. But there is our booklet to 15 of Carson Benj. So that was really thick because we got a booklet. Next box, guys, we've got Michael Young from Texas to 249. Michael Young to 249. Whitey Ford to 249. Congrats to the Whitey Ford spot. Next auto is going to be on the American Glory. That's Hurston Waldrop to 75. Congratulations, Hurston Waldrop to 75 from Atlanta. And that is another straight auto to 13. And that booklet was actually a patch auto, technically, so they go to 5. We're at 24 total. Again, Paul Skeens could greatly shake that up. Here's an RPA Tommy Troy to 99 from Arizona. Congrats to the Tommy Troy spot on an RPA. Here's Aaron Judge to 99, 35 out of 99. Congrats on the Aaron Judge spot. Another one of those big old patches. It is Ethan Silas again. This one's to 99. But you've got a bunch of different colors of his jersey there. There's multi-stripes in here. Very cool card. Ethan Silas. Congrats to the Ethan Silas spot. Look at this patch from Bryce Rayner out of 10. From Detroit. These are the patches that I absolutely go gaga over. That booklet patch was the best, but these are the ones we love. Bryce Rayner out of 10. Gosh, what a fun break. And another Ken Griffey Jr. to 175. So congrats to the Ken Griffey Jr. spot. We got 2 of them. And last pack, sad to see it end. I could rip this product all night. Larry Walker to 249. Congrats to the Larry Walker spot to 249. A nice RPA Heston Kjerstad from the Baltimore Orioles. Heston Kjerstad to 99 on an RPA. Congrats on the Kjerstad spot. So the patch auto goes to 6. And we're at 25. Here's another straight auto. It is Nolan Schanuel to 199 from the Angels. Congratulations to the Nolan Schanuel spots. Give a shout out with regards to Nolan Schanuel and Solaro Sunglasses. Our guy Jesse. Autos go to 14. Another Michael Young to 99. So that's our second Michael Young of the break. Well, out of a 64 card case, when any one player gets multiple cards, that's a good break for that player. Kyle Teal from Chicago to 99. The White Sox on a big old chunk of his black jersey there. Kyle Teal to 99 on the patch. Patches go to 7. We're at 27. Here's an RPA. Chase Burns again to 99. Congrats on the Chase Burns spot to 99 on the RPA. Brooks Robinson to 175. Congrats on the Brooks Robinson spot. And another Robin Yount. This one's to 175. So congrats to the Robin Yount spot. You got a Robin out of 25 and a Robin out of 175. All right. So let me give you guys a quick recap. I'm going to quickly run through all the cards just because they're short and I have them here. But how you guys went on the hit counter was we ended up at 28. Skeens did not impact it. He continues to elude us tonight, unfortunately. So unfortunate to the Skeen spot. The person who had the Skeen spot, we'll do something to take care of you on that. But so we ended up at 28. And that meant that, and it was auto, of course. So Matt, Roberts, Bill, Leo, Andrew, Lou, and Hobby, you guys all got it for auto. And Lou is the only one that stuck it within the number range, so Lou, you doubled up. Congratulations, my friend. Let me quick go through. We'll show you again. I'm not going to do all the numbers on each one, but Robin Yount, Brooks Robinson. We're going to get all these guys. They're all sleeved up now. We'll get them all taken care of for you. Michael Young, Larry Walker, Ken Griffey Jr., Aaron Judge, Whitey Ford, Michael Young again, Jet Williams, Bryce Rayner, Walker Janik, Chase Burns, Carson Williams, Jet Williams, Rhett Lauder, Christian Moore, PJ Morlando, Hideki Matsui, and Ken Griffey Jr. again. Colt Emerson, Tommy White, Carson Bench, Leo DeVry, Carson Bench again, Donnie Baseball, Chase Burns, Joshua Gonzalez, Hagen Smith, Albert Pujols, we got the Ethan Salas to 25. And I run out of top loaders, so I'm going to try and put these in when I go. So Ethan Salas out of 25. We got the Brandon Sproat redemption. The Chuck Knobloch auto. Zebby Matthews auto. So the Twins, the teams as the Twins as a team were all over the place. Max, where did you put those? Yeah, I can't reach those anymore. Thank you. The Robin Yount out of 25, of course, needs to get top loaded. The patch of Joe Girardi to 99. A little small patch there compared to the other ones. And then the autograph, Brooks Lee, again, Minnesota was all over the place, especially early. Again, congrats on the Brooks Lee spot. And then we had the Chase Burns RPA, the Kyle Teal patch, the Nolan Shanuel auto, Hassan Kjerstad patch auto, Bryce Rayner on the patch auto to 10, Ethan Salas on the 5 patch, Tommy Troy on the RPA, Hurston Waldrop on the American Glory auto. That booklet, again, was of Carson Bench, so he came up 3 times, including the booklet out of 15. Noah Schultz on the patch, Dylan Drilling auto, Mike Bovey on the RPA, Tommy White to 5, Jacob Wilson on the auto, Jace Young on the 5 patch, Emilian Petre on a pretty cool auto there, Jonathan Clase auto, the Cooper Pratt 5 patch, including a little piece of his glove stitching there, Toronto Arjun Nimala auto, Austin Wells auto was out of 10. The Junior Caminero auto, Christian Campbell on the patch, Chris Cortez on the auto, the cool, my favorite patch of the break, probably Chase Petty patch, Dontrell Willis on the auto to 49, and Canerco on the auto to 49. The Caleb Culpepper, another big Twins hit. I love that patch as well. And Boston Bateman. So what a cool break. Guys, do me a favor. We run a break like that. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And please share the link with some friends and say, hey, you got to watch the hits that they're pulling here on Cardlines Breaks. Help us grow the network. We're shooting for 10,000 followers on YouTube. And while you're at it, check out us on all the other socials and make sure you go to cardlines.com and sign up for our newsletter that goes out twice a week. So that takes us to our halfway point. I don't even know where we're at time-wise because I got lost in that. We're still ahead of schedule. So there we go. I stayed ahead of schedule even though I sat and drooled on every one of those cards. But we're going to be moving in here to our second half of the night. We're going to be going to football now. We're going to be rocking those Mosaic bundles. And then after that, we're going to be doing some of those Rookies and Stars blasters. And at that point, then, we are going to move on with the evening. Since we do have a little bit of time, you guys know I love and love to sell those mystery packs. So I'm going to put those up since we got the time. We're moving to football. So let's see if midway through, if anyone's itching to get a mystery pack, a $6 opening bid will get you one. 15 cards. There is a hit in the form of an auto, a relic, and or a numbered card in every pack. If you guys want to get your hands on one. I'll run one more. We'll run a baseball one if anyone wants to grab one. If not, we will switch gears at the halfway point and move on to football. No one's going with that one. Let's go with a baseball one. Baseball mystery pack. Lou, you got a couple of yours? Glad to hear. Hopefully you enjoyed them. Got some good stuff in them. Nope. The other thing I do have, I didn't put it up earlier. If anyone's interested, for those of you junk wax kids like me, we do also have these junk wax hero boxes. And what you get out of here is you get 25 cards. It's mostly 80s and 90s. So it's all junk wax stuff, but it's all of stars and Hall of Famers. So it's not like you're not going to get, like Three Bros in a card shop or whatever, those repacks or the yak packs where you get like 17 Chris Sabos and 1 Nolan Ryan. Like everything in here is Nolan Ryan, Tony Gwynn, Ozzie Smith, guys like that. So for you junk wax kids like me that want to have a little fun and just rip and maybe get a couple cards from these Hall of Famers you haven't gotten before, you could throw a $4 bid up there and we'll send one of these to you. You could rip it and see what you get. All right, no takers on the mystery packs. Not a problem, guys. So here we go. Yeah, it was a cool break. That is unfortunately the roll of the dice with only 64 cards. But we're gonna do our best for everyone that got skunked. We're gonna do our best to try and send you a little something so that you get some cards out of the deal. We appreciate everyone getting into that break. That is definitely a boom or bust type of break. So the folks who hit in that break, boy, did they hit. Especially if you had Carson Bench or Jet Williams. Or some of those guys, you did quite well for yourself. The Mets and Twins represented very well in that case, didn't they? So we're moving on to football here. We're doing our Mosaic bundles. So now is that fun time when you guys can refresh your beverages while we fumble with these big old bundles. Max, as always, is going to help me get these out just so that it makes it a little smoother. I'll get the first one going. He'll get the packs and the oversized stained glass out for us. But as I start to go on our first box, we're going to save all 4 oversized stained glasses for the end. Thank you. And I want to say a special thank you and shout out to Jim, who's rocking the Cardinals and the Falcons. John Jay's got the Ravens. Brian's got the Bills. Benjamin the Panthers. Rich the Bears. Andrew the Bengals. Steven, a.k.a. Olney, the Browns. Matt the Cowboys. Jim the Broncos. Charles the Lions. Carrie's got the Packers. If I remember correctly, Carrie, if you're watching, I believe you had the Robin Yount Paul Molitor spot in the player break. That's one of them I remember only because I was so jealous of you. So you got the 2 Robin Younts, including the 1 out of 25. So that's awesome. Congrats. Jim's got the Texans and the Colts. Rich, the Jaguars. Thomas has the Chiefs. Benjamin the Raiders. Richard has the Chargers. Jim has the Rams. Matt has the Dolphins. Dan has the Vikings. Matt has the Patriots. Benjamin the Saints. Steven's got the Giants. Jim the Jets. Dan the Eagles. Benjamin's got the Steelers and the Niners. Matt's got the Seahawks again. Dan's got the Buccos. Matt's got the Titans and the Washington Commanders. So I'm going to get 2 bundles open. So we're still fumbling with cards while Max is getting that bundle open. The plastic is giving him heck right now. And let me turn and talk about our hit counter on this one. So for our hit counter on this one, not as many cards in this break as the Prizm. Well, actually about the same, but I went with this one. We're going with teams again, so we make sure the hit counter gets some numbers. Robert, I don't know if we're going to do another Boys of Summer. That is not an easy product to get a hold of. It's not a cheap product. And as generous as all you guys were, I don't know if it did well enough for me to be able to run it again. I would love to. If I could run that break every day, I would. Man, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Just cool cards. But unfortunately, I don't know if the math is going to math enough for me to be able to go out and buy another case to do a break with it, sadly. But I'm happy we did that one. And for those of you that managed to get into that and get the spots, thank you. And again, for the folks who managed to get hits in that break, congratulations, because boy, there were some good ones in there. What a cool product that is. All right, so that's our hit counter, guys. We got 2 rivalries facing off. Pack versus Bears. Cowboys versus Eagles. Which rivalry, which team of the rivalry is going to rise to the top there? Are the Packers, the Bears, the Cowboys, or the Eagles going to get the most cards in this break? And what is the total number of all 4 teams going to be? If you get the player correct, you're going to get another leprechaun. And if you get the total number correct within one in either direction, you're going to get a leprechaun as well. So here we go. First bundle in. Good luck. The Chiefs are going to get us started with a Marquise Brown. So Thomas K., congrats. You are the first one on the board with a card. Ollie Gordon, rookie for the Dolphins. There is a CeeDee Lamb notoriety for the Cowboys for Matt. Cole Kmet, Kyler Murray, Andre Reed. Uh-oh, I wasn't thinking about the teams. That was a Cowboy. Sorry. We got the Cowboys, and that was a Bear. So the Cowboys and Bears step up on the hit counter first. Kyler Murray, Andre Reed, Isaiah Davis for the Jets, and there's rookie Caleb Johnson for the Steelers. Abdul Carter on the notoriety for the Giants. Steven. I almost had the Giants up there instead of the Eagles. There's Brock Purdy. We were chasing his rookies the other night. And there's a nice Travion Henderson for the Patriots. Here's Tony Pollard, Tyler Newbin, Curtis Rourke, rookie for the Niners. And our first our first purple scope is Colston Loveland for the Bears. So, Rich, congratulations. Colston Loveland on the purple scope. And the Bears go to 2 on the hit counter, taking a lead. There's Nico Collins, Jack Beck for the Raiders, Joe Mixon, Tyjae Spears, Dylan Sampson for the Browns. Congratulations, Steven. And the Rams are going to get a purple scope in the form of Jared Verse. Congratulations. The Ram spot is Jim. Jim, congrats. Epic Performers, Josh Allen for the Bills. It's a nice one. There's Austin Hooper, Derwin James, Joe Morris for the Giants, Terrence Ferguson, rookie for the Rams, and our next scope is for the Falcons. The purple scope is Michael Penix Jr. So, Jim, congrats. Purple scope number 2 for you. Marshall Faulk, Jamian Sherwood for the Jets, Tim Brown, Chris Boswell, it's a kicker alert. Jelon Walker, rookie for the Falcons, and Jordan Addison on the purple scope for Minnesota. Congrats, Dan. Is our 4th purple already in this bundle. Cole Kmet for the Bears. The Bears go to 3. We haven't had a Packer or Eagle yet, but we've gotten 3 Bears. Jadeveon Clowney, Travis Etienne, Alec Pierce. You got Graham Mertz from the Texans rookie. And a silver rookie Curtis Rourke for San Fran. Adonai Mitchell. There's another Abdul Carter. Giants doing well specifically with Abdul Carter. Kai Fairburn is another kicker alert. Joe Morris. DJ Giddens, rookie for the Colts. Epic performers Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, Eric Dickerson, and Tyreek Hill. If you guys saw, he was released by the Dolphins yesterday. See if he can come back from that gruesome knee injury and if a team will sign him. There's Marshall Faulk. Riley Leonard for the Colts, Jim. And the 49ers getting a purple scope. Ricky Pearsall. Ben, congrats. There's a Packer. Christian Watson for the Pack. Does not go to 12. He just goes to 1. There we go. We're up to 5. Puka Nacua, Quinnen Williams, Deebo Samuel, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Khalil Mullings for the Titans. There's another Jamar Chase on the Epic Performers. Jordan Love on the England game. So the Packers now come storming back. They're at 2. There's Clowney again. Cooper Kupp just won himself a Super Bowl. Tyler Booker for the Cowboys. The Cowboys go to 2. So the Eagles are the only team we've yet to see on the hit counter. There's a nice rookie Omarion Hampton on a silver reactive for the Los Angeles Superchargers. Richard C. Congrats. That's a nice Hampton. And then Jihad Campbell. Our first Eagle is a purple scope. There we go. Dan, congrats. It took a little while for the Eagles to come out, but at least you got a purple scope. And the Eagles go to 1, and we're at 8 on the hit counter. There's Najee Harris, Travis Etienne. There's another Jordan Love, this time in his green uniform. So the Packers tie the Bears for the lead at 3. We're up to 9. There's Caleb Johnson again for the Steelers. And Tank Bigsby for the Jacksonville Jaguars on a purple scope. Congratulations, Rich, on the Jaguars spot. Chase Brown, Gabe Davis, Randy Moss, Kenny Clark. He's with the Cowboys now, of course, but he was with the Packers when the checklist came out. The Packers are now in the lead at 4. We're at 10. Tommy Millett, rookie for the Raiders. And the Titans get a purple scope in the form of Calvin Ridley. Congratulations to Matt on the Titan spot. Another Jordan Love touchdown masters. The Packers go to 5 off of our 3rd Jordan Love. Danny White for the Cowboys. Cowboys go to 3. Christian McCaffrey, Steve Young, and Warren Sapp. There's Khalil Mullings again for the Titans. And we got Peyton Manning on the purple scope for the Colts. Jim, congratulations on the Peyton Manning. Mr. Rogers, Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers, Ben. Devonta Smith, that is an Eagle. Fly, Eagles, fly. They go to 2. We're up to 13. And Jalen Hurts, they are flying. Hurts puts them to 3. So congrats for the Eagles with Smith and Hurts. Here's rookie Eric Iomanar for Tennessee. And we got a purple scope of him. Now we get a silver Jihad Campbell. Now we just need to get a base and then some other color of him, and we'll be good. So the Eagles go to 4 all of a sudden. Then we got another Jordan Love. The Packers extend their lead. They're up to 6. We're at 16. Tank Bigsby, Chuck Foreman, Steve Young again, Warren Sapp again. Rookie Cam Miller for the Raiders. Ozzie Newsome for the Browns. Brett Favre. So we got a bunch of Jordan Love. One out of Brett Favre. We had Aaron Rodgers in there. So the Packers go to 7. They got a little bit of a lead right now. And then there's Jeremy Shockey. So this is the halfway point in terms of the hit counter. Again, when we do these, you guys get, we usually go over halfway, but in these we go under. We go to the 49%. So you've got the 2 bundles now, plus the 4 downtowns. And it is now your task to figure out, after those first 2, we got to 17 with the Packers coming up 7 times. You guys need to determine here, where are we going to end up for that total? Are we going to end up with the Packers still in the lead? And what is the total going to be? Do you think one of these teams are going to take the Packers over? And what do you think that total is going to be? 17, if we double that, would go 34. So the safe bet is always to kind of double it, although we very rarely ever just straight double it. And we've got those 4 extra cards in the oversized stained glass. So figure out where you think we're going to end up. You've got about 60 seconds here while I get these 2 bundles ripped open. And then when I start to go show the cards, we'll lock in your predictions, and we will see who else can earn some leprechauns tonight. We haven't had any takers on the mystery bags tonight. However, that's what our givvies are tonight, guys, is a couple of those mystery packs. Buyer's giveaway as well as hit counter giveaway. For the buyer's giveaway, on screen, I don't have the full list of everyone who bought in to the Boys of Summer Break. We're going to do something on that separately. So the buyer's giveaway is just going to be for the other 3 breaks. So the Prizm Baseball, the Mosaic Football, and the Rookies and Stars Football. And then, like I said, we're gonna do something else when we're able to kind of get and settle and sort who got what with that Boys of Summer Break to provide a little extra something for folks in that break. So just to be fully transparent, when we do those buyers giveaways at the end of these breaks, the packs that we're giving away are going to be eligible if you bought into the other 3 regular pick your team breaks. We've got 1 more pack left. So it is time, my friends, while I take a drink of water and throw these packs away, for you to lock in where you think we're going to end up, which team, and what the total number of all 4 is going to be. Here we go with bundle number 3. We're going to start with the Colts. Zaire Franklin. Yeah, thanks. Max is on it already. I didn't even have to say anything. Thanks, Max. We got Malachi Starks for the Ravens on the rookie, and the Falcons are going to get a purple scope right away of Michael Penix Jr. See if he can come back healthy next year for the Falcons. Jim, congrats. There is Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. Jalen Hurts sure looks like an Eagle to this guy. The Eagles go to 5. And all of a sudden, it's the Cowboys and Bears leg, and then they were the ones that started out hot. Kyron Williams, Marshall Faulk. We got Smith for the Jets. And a kicker alert on the purple scope for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chris Boswell. Ben, congratulations on the kicker. Purple scope. Travis Hunter on the notoriety for the Jaguars. Rich, congratulations. Travis Hunter. There's Wes Welker with the Chargers. Geno Stone. I've not, as much as I've opened Mosaic guys yet, this is the first time I've seen Wes Welker with the Chargers. That's crazy. That's the first time I've seen that card in the checklist, and I've ripped so many of these bundles. It's not even funny. Wow. Geno Stone, Jerry Jeudy, James Pierce Jr. for the Falcons, and the Raiders are going to get Trey Tucker on a purple scope. So congrats, Benjamin, on the Raider spot. And there's a Colson Loveland for the Bears. So now the Bears have answered again. Rich, congrats. The Bears go to 4. We're up to 19 on the hit counter. Here's Jalen Warren. Puka Nacua, Quentin Johnston, and there's Colson Loveland again on the action shot this time. The Bears go to 5. We're at 20. Here's a silver of Tyler Nubin for the Giants. And look at the touchdown masters, Caleb Williams for the Bears. The old bobblehead card of Caleb Williams. Congratulations, Rich. That is going to give the Bears another one on the hit counter, and they have come storming back within one of the pack. 7-6, we're up to 21. For the Saints, there's a Tyler Shuck, Joe Mixon, Jerry Jeudy, Roddy White on a silver for the Falcons, Derwin James on the bang for the Chargers. Jaden Reed's going to give the Packers an extension of their lead again. They go to 8. We're at 22. And there's Trey Tucker again for the Raiders. Xavier Worthy, Tyler Nubin. There's another Riley Leonard for the Colts. And Roddy White, we just got a silver of Roddy White before. Now we get going after the rainbow of him there with a purple scope. Jim, congrats on the Falcons again. James Cook, Kenneth Walker the third, Richardson, Russell Wilson. We got Travis Hunter for the Jaguars. Congratulations to the Jaguar spot again. And a Gray Zabel for the Seahawks on the purple scope. So congratulations to the Seahawks spot, Matt. Another CeeDee Lamb notoriety for the Cowboys. So the Cowboys finally wake up again. They go to 4 on the hit counter at 23. There's another Aaron Rodgers, Odell Beckham Jr., C.J. Stroud, Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins rookie. And the Packers are going to get a purple scope in the whiteout uniform. Josh Jacobs. Congrats, Carey on the Packers spot. The Packers have been hot lately in our football breaks. They go to 9. They're in the lead right now. We're up to 24. There's Patrick Willis, Jack Campbell, and Joe Theismann for the Redskins, a.k.a. the Commanders. All right, so going into our last bundle plus the oversize, we've got 24 with the Packers in a pretty healthy lead right now. Marshawn Lattimore. Cowboys, Ezraku on the rookie. So the Cowboys are going to go to 5. We're up to 25. Jalen Warren on the silver reactor for the Steelers. And Trey Franklin on a purple scope for the Broncos. That's Jim. Jim, congrats. Chris Johnson for the Titans. Jeff Blake for the Bengals. Marshawn Lattimore. Bernie Kosar for the Browns. There's Kyle Williams, rookie for the Patriots. And legendary Andre Reed on the purple scope for the Buffalo Bills. Congratulations to Brian. There's Gabe Davis. Mike Singletary. The Browns are going to get, the Bears, excuse me, are going to get another one. They go to 7. We're up to 26. There's Kyle Duggar. Woody Marks, rookie for the Texans. And Adonai Mitchell on the purple scope for the Colts. So Jim again. Jim having a pretty good break. Matthew Golden on the rookie elevate for the Packers. So the Packers are the first ones to double digits. They're up to 10. We're at 27. Chase Brown, J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold, Bashal Tootin for the Jaguars, Julius Peppers for the Pack on a silver reactor. The Packers go to 11. We're at 28, and they have a 4-point lead on the Bears right now. That's how it should be. Packers beating the Bears. Rewriting the history for this season. James Conner, Sherwood. There's Zach Bond for the Eagles. So the Eagles go to 6. And we're at 29. There's Marvin Harrison Jr. There's a Cam Ward. So congrats to the Tennessee spot, Matt. We got a Cam Ward finally. Terrell Owens on the Epic Performers. Adam Thielen. There's Justin Fields for the Jets. Terry McLaurin. Bryce Young for the Panthers. We got Jimmy Horn Jr. for the Panthers rookie. And the Bears are going to get another one in the form of a purple scope of Mike Singletary. So that's our second Bears purple scope, if I am remembering correctly. So Singletary puts the Bears up to 8. They're chasing the Packers. We're at 30 on the hit counter. Here's Jalen Milroe for the Seahawks. Austin Hooper. Tim Brown. Steve Spurrier for the Niners. There's Devin Neal for the Saints. Another Jordan Love on the touchdown masters for the Packers. The Packers will not let go. They're up to 12 now. We're at 31. Jalen Hurts on the Brazil game for the Eagles. They go to 7. We're at 32. Calvin Ridley. Mike Singletary again for the Bears. We got a little 1-2 punch going out of the north here. The Bears up to 9. We're at 33. Jerry Jeudy. There's Dylan Sampson again for the Browns, who, Stephen, have been a little bit quiet, all things considered. The Bears have not been quiet in this break, and there's a good one. Caleb Williams on the purple scope. Congratulations to Rich, the Bears. Doing quite well in this break, and a Caleb purple is definitely a nice hit. And the Bears go to 10. Can they catch the Packers? We're at 34 on the hit counter. You got Travion Henderson for the Patriots. Big Ray Lewis. And Keon Coleman for the Bills. So we've got our 4 oversized left. And we've got 34. If we get one more, Lou and Ed, you guys would each get a leprechaun. And as long as the Packers stay here, if the Bears were to get 3 oversized without the Packers getting one, that would mean Richard would get 1 and Andrew and Ed would lose their predictions. So let's see how this shakes out. Thanks, guys, who did play along in the hit counter. Our first one is going to be, guys, he was all over it the other day, too. We got 2 Joe Burrows the last time we did this. How about another one? Andrew, if I remember correctly, you got outbid on them, and we're a little salty about that. So we got you back here. Either that or you had them last time and you just added again. Whatever the story was, I'm so glad to get you one tonight. Congratulations. You got a Joe Burrow coming your way. Again, we do have the oversized sleeves and top loaders for these guys. But Joe Burrow and the Bengals get on the board. Of course, Andrew. I think I was right? Like you got outbid on them? So we needed to get you one since you didn't get it last time. The Browns get an answer. How about a Shedeur Sanders? So, Steven, the Browns did not perform well in this break, but that just made up for it for you right there. Congratulations. Shedeur Sanders on the stained glass. We got 2 more. Who could it be? It looks like New York Giants, who are also quiet. And, Steven, that's a big dog right there in Jackson Dart. So you got the 2 big quarterbacks. Steven, you got Jackson Dart and Shedeur Sanders. That made your break. The Giants and the Browns had both been awfully quiet. But, boy, they answered in a big way with a Shedeur Sanders and a Jackson Dart stained glass. And now, how about the Bills? Josh Allen, Brian. As soon as they'll come out and play with me, I'll show them to you. There we go. That pack is donezo. There we go. Josh Allen for the Bills. Brian, congratulations. All right. It did all work out. We got you one. All right. So let's take a look first at the hit counter. So we ended up at 34. So Andrew and Ed, you guys had the Packers. Good job. Congratulations. Sadly, no one hit on the number. So light on the leprechauns there. But we have one more break for you guys to get after it. I just got to slide these this way so I can reach them. There we go. All right, let's recap how that break went as well. So congrats, Brian, getting the Josh Allen stained glass. Congrats to Steven for grabbing not only a Jackson Dart for the Giants, But a Shedeur Sanders for the Browns. And then also, Andrew, we got you your Joe Burrow. There it goes. All right. And let's take a look at what we top loaded here. We got the purple Scope Caleb, purple Singletary, Cam Ward, purple Adonai Mitchell, purple Reed, Troy Franklin purple, Josh Jacobs on the scope, Gray Zabel on the scope, Travis Hunter, Roddy White on the scope, Caleb on the touchdown masters. It was a good Bears break for Rich. Trey Tucker on the purple for the Raiders, Travis Hunter notoriety, Kicker time, Boswell on the purple, Penix on the purple, Jihad Campbell on the silver, purple Peyton, Calvin Ridley on the purple, Bigsby on the purple, Jihad Campbell on the purple, Hampton on the silver reactive, Ricky Pearsall on the scope, Addison on the purple scope, Penix purple, Versi purple, and Colson Loveland purple. So really, really fun stuff as always. Those Mosaic bundles, I love them. Thank you guys for giving us another opportunity to rip them. If we go to our schedule, we're now tracking for our last break of the day, and we are about a half hour ahead of time, which I was kind of afraid would happen tonight with a couple of these breaks being less cards. We're going to go ahead and steamroll right through the night and just finish it up. To anyone who's going to end up then having to watch this replay, if you hop on at 9:45 Central and we're finishing up this break, we'll have the replay available, of course. But our last break is these 5 rookies and stars hobby blasters. There's going to be 1 hit per box. We're going to do same way again. We're going to do 3 boxes as the halfway point for the hit counter. There are 2 more leprechauns up for grabs. If you guys want to get a shot at some free stuff, play along on the hit counter. And we will talk through that here in just a minute. If you guys do have a couple free moments, please do navigate your way on over to cardlines.com and check out all the great content. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter that goes out twice a week. If any of you guys aren't for any reason signed up for it at this point, sign up for it. It's free, and it'll give you access to a lot of great insights from the industry and just lots of fun content. You can get more insights on our breaks and what we got going on in the shop and all that good stuff. So do that. If you haven't found your way to that subscribe button yet on our socials, especially on YouTube, please, please, please do so. And make sure you share the link to Cardlines Breaks with all of your friends. We would appreciate that as well. And finally, if you're watching us on the eBay rolls, make sure in eBay you have us saved as a seller so that you'll know when our shows go up on eBay Live. You'll know when our auctions go up. You'll know when we list any new singles or anything like that, and can keep abreast on those open spots. We do have some basketball we're going to be running on Thursday, and some more fun baseball and basketball. I got in hand today. We got our shipment of Stadium Club. We've got some Series 1 hobby. I know that's been out for a week now, but we've got some Series 1 hobby now into our schedule. So we're going to be doing lots of new baseball stuff. We're going to rip into some of this stuff. So keep your eye on all those auctions and save us as a seller on eBay. It's the best way to know when those auctions go up and when they're starting to close. So for this last break, my friends, break number 980, our rookies and stars. We're doing, hold on, 1, 2, I touted it at 6, right? 1, yeah, okay, I opened up 4 boxes. No, I opened up 3. Hey, Max, I advertised this as 6. I only grabbed 5. Can you go run into the warehouse and grab a 6th box? I don't want to shortchange our friends on there. I just did not do my math today when I grabbed the boxes. I was thinking something didn't add up there. We'll get a 6 box on there. So the halfway point, I don't know, you guys are all like, this guy's losing it today. It's been a long day, I'll tell you guys that. But I just was counting the boxes wrong. So the halfway point is going to be after 3 boxes. But there are 3 left to open at that point, not 2. But a special thank you and good luck to Andrew on the Cardinals, Matt the Falcons, John J. the Ravens, John G. the Bills, John J. the Panthers, William the Bears, Matt the Bengals, Jacob the Browns and the Cowboys, Jay the Broncos, John the Lions. We've got Rich with the Packers, Jay the Texans, Jim with the Colts, Jaskrin with the Jaguars. We've got Jared with the Chiefs, Matthew the Raiders, Jim the Chargers, Jaskrin the Rams, Matt the Dolphins, Nate the Vikings, Jim the Patriots, Jacob the Saints, Thomas V with the Giants, Ryan the Jets, Jim the Eagles, Jonathan the Steelers, Jaskrin the Niners, Aaron the Seahawks, John the Buccaneers, Matt with the Titans, and Daniel with Washington. Yeah, Lou, I figured you might be excited for Stadium Club. We're excited to get that going too. Thank you, sir. Here's our 6-box. I did not want to shortchange you guys at all. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to get all 3 stacked up, and then we will go through. So, guys, thank you so much for grabbing the spots in this break. All the breaks tonight, besides the Boys of Summer, which actually, for most of you guys, the Boys of Summer, I think, was probably a pretty good deal as well. But all these breaks tonight have been a pretty good value deal. So hopefully, with 6 boxes, we're going to spread lots of love and hits in this last break for you all as we finish up the night. And good luck with those spots. Let's talk about our hit counter. One last hit counter. Here's your chance for 2 more leprechauns. Throughout this break, we're going to go to the big rookies and see which pair of rookies is going to answer the call most. Is it going to be Genty and Dart, who have been coming out like wildfires in these products, which now that I just said that, I probably just skunked both of those teams. Is it going to be Cam and Cam, that is Cam Ward and Cam Scattaboo? Is it going to be QJ and Hunter, that is Quidshawn Junkins from the Browns and Travis Hunter? Or is it going to be the Wiley Vet MVPs in Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen? So you guys tell us which out of these 6 boxes, which of those pairings are going to get the most cards, and what the total of all of those pairings is going to be. If you get the player group correct, you're going to earn a leprechaun, and if you get that total correct within one in either direction, you're going to get another leprechaun. So get those predictions in. Good luck. You'll have plenty of time while I rip open after these to update them. But here we go. Let's go big and let's go fast. Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jaguars. Jaskrin, you're going to get us started on the board. I will also say, guys, if you guys remember, if you saw as I open them, it's Panini'd all over the place, so they're upside down, whatever. I'm not going to sit and flip every card up, so I do apologize for that in advance. Michael Irvin, Drew Brees, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love. So far, so good. They're all right side up. Thurman Thomas, Fred Taylor. And our first airborne blue plaid is going to be a good one. Shedeur Sanders for the Cleveland Browns spot. Jacob, congratulations. I do not have Shedeur on the hit counter, but that is a good one on the blue plaid airborne. And then we got Riley Leonard, rookie exclusive for the Colts, Jim. And Artistry in Motion, Josh Jacobs for the Packers. Walter Nolan on the rookie for the Cardinals. Xavier Legette, Jamal Charles, Aiden Hutchinson. There is Josh Allen. The Wiley Vet spot is our first one to hit the hit counter. Josh and Pat Mahomes go to 1. There's a red rookie Jordan Birch for the Cardinals, Andrew. Trevor Lawrence, Tyrone Tracy, Baker Mayfield, Jamar Chase. And our first hit of the break is going to be a patch of Brian Dawkins for the Eagles. So, Jim, congratulations on the Eagles spot. A Brian Dawkins crown patch. It's red foil, too, if that matters. It's not number, but it's red foil. Larry Fitzgerald on the touchdown club. Zaire Thomas, rookie for the Jets. There's a little-known guy by the name of Joe Montana. Andre Johnson, Garrett Wilson. TJ Watt on the red for the Steelers. There's the upside down stuff. Tony Pollard, Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, Ernest Biner. Our next blue plaid is going to be Willie Gault for the Chicago Bears. Congratulations, William. Willie Gault on the Thrillers. That's a cool one. Once upon a time, these would have been numbered. Now they're not. There's Tyler Booker for the Cowboys on the draft class. Shamar Stewart for the Bengals on the draft class. Dylan Gabriel, rookie for the Browns. We got a little Honey Bijan, Jaden Daniels, John Elway. Caleb Williams for the Bears. For the Bills, you got Landon Jackson on the red. A.J. Green, Marvin Harrison Jr., Josh Jacobs. Tua. And there's a Thrillers QJ for the Browns. So congratulations. We got the Airborne Shador and now the QJ for the Browns, Jacob. And QJ and Hunter get on the board at 1. There's a rookie rush of R.J. Harvey for the Broncos. Isaac Tesla, rookie for the Lions. Julius Peppers, Derrick Henry. Randy Moss, Christian Gonzalez. You got George Kittle on the red for the 49ers. Metcalf, Dickerson, Dexter Lawrence, Mike Evans. Tez Johnson on the rookie exclusive for the Buccaneers. Congrats, John J. And Artistry in Motion, Jared Goff for the Lions. Also John J. Jackson Dart for the New York Football Giants. Thomas, congratulations. A base Jackson Dart gets the Giants going a little bit. And Genty and Dart on the board now. Here's DeAndre Swift. JSN for the Seahawks. Jonathan Taylor, Boomer Esiason. Andre Johnson on the red for the Texans. Jalen Waddle, Kevin Ridley, Saquon. Coach Card, Jim Harbaugh. Ted McMillan on the rookie exclusive for the Panthers. John J. Congratulations. Mason Graham on the draft class for the Browns. Tiamalu, rookie for the Colts. Dak Prescott, Kamara, Kyle Hamilton. Max Crosby, Brock Purdy, C.J. Stroud. Is Mike Allstott for the Buccos. Myles Garrett. CeeDee Lamb on the blue plaid Thrillers. Right to left spacing is not good on that one, unfortunately, as you guys can see. A little bit light on the left there. But Jacob, congrats on the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb on the blue plaid. You got a touchdown club of Walter Payton for the Bears. And how about a Cam Ward on the draft class for the Titans? The Titans is Matt. Matt, congratulations on the Cam Ward. So Cam and Cam getting on the hit counter. And everyone is accounted for in the hit counter. They all have 1. Jarquez Hunter. Travis Kelce, Devin Hester, Sam Darnold, Pittman Jr. You got Elijah Arroyo on the red, rookie for the Seahawks. Javon Curse, A.J. Brown, Bo Nix, T.J. Watts. And our patch is going to be for the Panthers. Ted McMillan on the Star Search. Congratulations to John J. on the Ted McMillan patch. These Star Search are not numbered, but that is a cool card, I think. It's a very cool patch. Then we got Abdul Carter on the rookie exclusive for the Giants. Josh Simmons, rookie for the Chiefs. Amon-Ra, Bryce Young, Art Monk is a red Fred Taylor for the Jaguars. Jerry Jeudy, Kyron Williams, JJ, Jason Taylor. And here's Ashton Genty on the blue plaid stellar rookies for the Raiders. Congrats, Matthew, for the Raiders spot on the Ashton Genty blue plaid stellar. And the Genty and Dart spot go to 2, taking a lead on the hit counter. We're up to 5. There's Will Howard on the rookie rush. And Jack Beck for the Raiders on the rookie rush. Mason Graham for the Browns. Micah Parsons, Chris Olave, Ray Lewis, Brock Bowers. Jalen Royals on the red for the Chiefs. Roethlisberger, George Kittle, Joe Mixon, and Justin Fields for the Jets. Jared Goff on the airborne for the Detroit Lions. John J., congrats. Those airborne inserts are starting to grow on me a little bit. At first I was like, I thought they were a little weird, but they're starting to grow on me. Travis Hunter on the Artistry in Motion for the Jaguars. Jasker, and congratulations. It's a nice Travis Hunter. And so QJ and Hunter go to 2 on the hit counter. We're up to 6. There's Omarion Hampton for the Chargers. Xavier Worthy, Jared Goff, Cam Chancellor, Peyton Manning. You got Jalen Hurts on the red for the Eagles. There's a Drake May for the Patriots. Congrats, Jim. Penix Jr., Brian Dawkins, Sutton. And here's another Travis Hunter on the draft class for the Jaguars. So congrats again, Jaskrin. And Hunter and QJ go to 3. Ty Felton on the rookie exclusive for the Vikings. Revel on the rookie for the Cowboys. Marcus Allen, Megatron, James Cook, Lamar Jackson. Jim Harbaugh on the red coach card. There's Phil Simms, Justin Herbert, Puka Nacua, Justin Jefferson. You got Quinn Ewers on the rookie rush for the Dolphins, Matt. And Shedeur Sanders on the rookie exclusive for the Browns. Congrats, Jacob. Right behind the Shedeur is another Travis Hunter for the Jaguars, Jaskrin. Congratulations, Travis Hunter's leading the way. And Hunter goes to 4. We're up to 8. There's Ray Lewis, Brock Bowers, Amon-Ra, Bryce Young, Justin Fields, Jerry Jeudy, Kyron Williams, J.J. McCarthy, and we've got a blue plaid thrillers. How about another Ashton Genty for the Raiders? Matthew, congrats. Ashton Genty on the blue plaid. And Genty and Dart go to 3, and we're at 9 up on the hit counter. There is Abdul Carter draft class for the Giants, Thomas. Touchdown Club, Sean Alexander. Rookie Riley Leonard for the Colts. Cam Chancellor, Peyton. We've seen a lot of Peyton Manning. No Patrick Mahomes yet. Micah Parsons, Chris Olave. There's Alfred Collins on the red rookie for the Niners. Cortland Sutton, Big Ben, George Kittle, Joe Mixon. We got a vet patch here for the Packers. Rich, how about a Jordan Love in his whiteout uniform? Although the patch is the green uniform. That's kind of funny. Like, you think they could have picked a picture of him in his green uniform if the patch was going to be green. At least make us think it might be game worn, right? Congrats to the Packers spot, though. Jordan Love patch is pretty cool. How about another Shedeur Sanders for the Browns, Jacob? It's the rookie rush. Boy, I should have had Shedeur on the hit counter. He'd been lighting it up right now. There's Terrence Ferguson, rookie. Lamar, Xavier Worthy, Jared Goff. You got Justin Fields on the red for the Jets. Jefferson, there's another Drake May. Penix Jr., Brian Dawkins. And we got a blue plaid crusade for the 49ers of rookie Michael Williams. So congrats, Jaskrin, on the 49ers spot. And right behind that is a Cam Ward Artistry in Motion from Matt and the Titans. So Matt, congratulations. And Cam go to 2 now, and we're at 10 on the hit counter. We got Hunter Bijan Robinson on the Artistry in Motion. Tyleik Williams, Joe Burrow, Marcus Allen, Megatron, James Cook, Carson Swessinger for the Browns on the red. Fred Taylor, Phil Simms, Justin Herbert, Puka Nakua. Airborne, Riley Leonard on the refractor for the Colts. Congratulations to Jim on the Riley Leonard. And there's a Dylan Gabriel draft class for Jacob and the Browns. Makuba for the Eagles rookie. There's another Josh Allen. He's carrying him and Mahomes by himself. They go to 2 now. We're at 11. Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Irvin, and Drew Brees. Xavier Legette for the Panthers on the red. Jamar Chase, Kyler Murray. There's Jordan Love again for the Packers. Thurman Thomas. And here's another QJ on the rookie exclusive for the Browns. Congrats, Jacob. Quinshawn Junkins. And so QJ and Hunter are going to extend their lead on the hit counter. They're going to go to 5, and we're at 12. There's a touchdown club of Emmitt Smith. Rookie Shamir Dyke for the Titans. Garrett Wilson, Xavier Legette, Jamal Charles, Aiden Hutchinson. We got King Henry on the red for the Ravens. Congratulations to John J on that one. Ernest Biner, Trevor Lawrence, Tyron Tracy. Baker Mayfield. And we got a Quinn Ewers on the rookie exclusive for the Dolphins. Congrats, Matt. And an Ashton Genty rookie rush for the Raiders. That is going to get Genty and Dart up to 4, and they're back within 1 of the lead. Last card to the halfway point is going to be rookie Elijah Arroyo for the Seahawks. So we're at the halfway point here, my friends. This is my voice cracks for some reason. And it is time for you guys to lock in your hit counter predictions. I thought we'd do a little better, but in some ways we're actually doing pretty good considering these are, well, 6 of the bigger rookies. And we've gotten 11 of them, which is pretty darn good. And Shador's not in there. We've gotten 4 of him. We need to spread it out maybe across some of those guys a little bit more. And then Pat and Josh need to come out a little bit more, which is crazy with this product. Sometimes you can get 4 or 5 of the same guy, just like boom, boom, boom. We haven't done that just yet, but we're up to 13 on the hit counter. And we've got QJ and Hunter in the lead right now, 5-4. So you guys need to decide which pairing is going to figure it out here in the second half, as well as what that total number is going to be when all is said and done. Are we going to do better in the second half? Are we going to double up? Or are we going to do worse? You guys got to make a choice. Make your decision. If you get within 1 in either direction of that final tally, you're going to get a leprechaun in your name. Now, this is a tough halfway point, guys, because oftentimes our halfway point is like 2 of 4 or 3 of 5, and it gives you a pretty good idea on where things are going to end up. But here, the halfway point is 3 of 6, and so there's a lot of cards left to go that could really sway the way this thing goes. But I trust you guys to make a good decision and get yourselves tied into where we're going to go. So pick which of those 2 players together is going to get the most cards here as we finish up the evening, and what the total number of all 4 together is going to be. And let's earn some leprechauns. And then when we're done with this, of course, we'll recap the break, and then we will get into some giveaways for you all before we send you on your way for the evening. I keep having to remind myself that it is only Tuesday night. I feel like it's like Thursday already. I don't know how you guys are feeling. That's in a good way. It's just been a really long, productive week already. So here we go. Max, when you get a second, close the hit counter. And let's get into the second half, my friends. Devin Hester, Sammy Darnold, Pittman Jr., Dak Prescott, A.J. Brown, Bo Nix, T.J. Watt, Brock Purdy. We got a Kurt Warner on the blue plaid for the Rams. How about that one? Congratulations to the Rams spot Jaskrin on the blue plaid, Kurt Warner. And we got a rookie rush, Omari and Hampton for the Chargers. Congratulations to the Chargers spot, Jim. Jack Beck, rookie exclusive for the Raiders. Darius Alexander for the Giants. Amon St. Brown, Bryce Young, Art Monk, Travis Kelce. We got Terrence Ferguson on the red for the Rams. Kyron Williams, JJ, Jason Taylor, Javon Curse. And we got another patch, and it is Larry Fitzgerald. Speaking of that, did we get... I gotta go back and see. I don't think we got 3 patches. I think we only got 2, right? Am I missing one? No, we got we got the Tet McMillan, the first one. Yeah, this is our 4th patch. Larry Fitzgerald, Andrew, congratulations. Had to think about that one for a second. Justin Jefferson on the Artistry in Motion. Gray Zabel, rookie for the Seahawks. There's Olave, Ray Lewis, Brock Bowers. We got Kyle Hamilton for Baltimore on the red. George Kittle, Joe Mixon, Justin Fields, Jared Jeudy. And a blue plaid for the Seahawks. How about Sean Alexander? Congratulations to Aaron on the Seahawks. Sean Alexander. Dylan Gabriel on the rookie exclusive for the Browns. Jalen Royals on the rookie exclusive for the Chiefs. James Pierce Jr. for the Falcons. Goff, Chancellor. Peyton Manning again. Micah Parsons. We got Tylik Williams for the Lions on the red. Penix Jr., Brian Dawkins, Cortland Sutton, Ben Roethlisberger. There is Bucky Irving on the Thrillers for the Buccaneers. John J. Congrats. Will Johnson draft class for the Cardinals. Josh Connolly for the Commanders. Megatron, James Cook, Lamar Jackson, Xavier Worthy. We got Brock Bowers on a red for the Raiders. Justin Herbert, Puka Nacua, Justin Jefferson, Drake May. And it's been a little while since we saw a Tet. How about a Tet McMillan on the rookie rush? Congratulations to the Panthers spot, John J. We did get a Tet McMillan patch earlier. Colson Loveland on the rookie exclusive for the Bears, William. Malachi Starks for the Ravens. Michael Irvin, Drew Brees, Joe Burrow, Marcus Allen. There is Megatron again. He's been coming up a lot on the red for the Lions. And we got Jordan Love, Thurman Thomas, Fred Taylor, Phil Simms, Maxwell Harrison on the draft class for the Bills. Kyron Williams, Artistry in Motion for the Rams. And Oladejo, rookie for the Titans. So that is 4 boxes in. This is going to be our 5th one. As you guys can see, we didn't really get anywhere. I think we were at 13 when we started box 3. So we need these guys in the form of Genty, Dart, Cam, QJ, Hunter, Pat, and Josh. We need them all to show up. And let's fire up this hit counter a little bit. I like your guys' predictions. We're in the 20s and 30s. I think that's where we should be at. So come on, box number 5. Let's get us going. Because I want to get you guys some leprechauns. But to do so, these rookies and the 2 wily vet quarterbacks have got to answer the call. There's one of them right there. We'll take that. All right, here's box 5. It is Joey Buckets for the Bengals. Marcus Allen, Megatron again, James Cook again, Fred Taylor, Phil Simms, looks familiar. Justin Herbert, Puka Nacua, Chris Olave on the blue plaid for the Saints. So congratulations to the Saints spot, Jacob. And we got Tyler Warren on the rookie rush for the Colts. There's a Travis Hunter. So we got the hit counter going again. Travis Hunter on the rookie exclusive for Jaskrin. And Travis Hunter has been doing well. This is going to put Travis Hunter and QJ up to 6 on our hit counter. Gives them a 2-point lead. And we're up to 14 total. There's DJ Giddens for the Colts. And there's another Josh Allen. They go to 3. And we're at 15. Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Irvin, Drew Brees. There is a red Ted McMillan rookie for the Panthers. So congrats to John J. again on the Panthers spot. Jamar Chase, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, Thurman Thomas. Patch time, Saints patch time. Star Search Tyler Shuck rookie. Congratulations, Jacob. You got a patch, Star Search. I do like these Star Search patches. I know they're gimmicky, but I think they're cool. Congratulations, that's a red foil Star Search. Tyler Shuck for the Saints. And there's a Josh Allen artistry in motion for the Bills. So Josh Allen goes to 4, and Patrick Mahomes is just riding on his back right now. Jack Beck for the Raiders. Xavier Legette, Jamal Charles, Hutchinson. There's a red Thurman Thomas, Ernest Biner. T-Law, Tyrone Tracy, Baker Mayfield. And a blue plaid crusade of QJ for the Browns. Jacob, congratulations. That's another nice hit for the Browns. Quinshawn Junkins on the blue plaid crusade. And QJ and Hunter now extend their lead. They're up to 7. We're at 17. Touchdown Club, King Henry. Josh Simmons, giraffe class for the Chiefs. Jaden Higgins for the Texans. Caleb Williams for the Bears. Joe Montana, Andre Johnson, Garrett Wilson. You got Tyler Booker for the Cowboys on the rookie. Red. Tua, Tony Pollard, Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, and we got an airborne Phil Simms for the Giants. Thomas. Rookie exclusive Will Howard for the Steelers. Caleb Johnson, rookie for the Steelers. Christian Gonzalez, Bijan Robinson. There's JD5, John Elway. We got a red for the Titans on Tony Pollard. Mike Evans, AJ Green, Harrison Jr., Josh Jacobs. Panthers rookie rush Trevor Etienne. Patriots draft class Will Campbell. He had a rough Super Bowl. Got beat up. Matthew Golden for the Packers. Boomer Esiason, Julius Peppers, King Henry, Randy Moss, Saquon Barkley on a red for the Eagles. There you go, Jim. Jim Harbaugh on a coach card. Metcalf, Dickerson, Lawrence. Rookie exclusive Tyler Warren for the Colts. Jim. Lamar Jackson on the artistry in motion. And then rookie Pat Bryant for the Broncos. And that brings us to our 6th and final bundle. We did get from 13 to 17 in that, so we woke up a little bit. I don't know if 30 is going to be possible at this point. And everyone went with Genty and Dart in the hit counters, unless we've updated those. But QJ and Hunter have been still answering the call so far. So they've got a pretty healthy lead. But one box could change everything with a couple inserts. And we're at 17. So we got some work to do to get you guys some leprechauns, that's for sure. One more pack to go, and that will finish up our 6 boxes of rookies and stars. And our 4th and final break of the evening. So here we go, guys. Lamar Jackson, Xavier Worthy, Jared Goff, Cam Chancellor. There's a red Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Thurman Thomas, Fred Taylor, Phil Simms, Justin Herbert. Giraffe class Jalen Milroe for the Seahawks. And Shedeur Sanders, giraffe class for the Browns. So it's been a little while since Shedeur came back out. He started out hot. Jacob, congrats. Jaden Higgins on the rookie for the Texans. Another Joe Burrow, Marcus Allen, Kelvin Johnson, James Cook, Baker Mayfield, Jamar Chase, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love. Here's going to be another Kurt Warner on the blue plaid airborne for the Rams. Jaskrin, congratulations. Well, when you think about the hit counter, out of 6 blaster boxes, we haven't seen a single Patrick Mahomes. And he's a base vet. He's one of the most popular quarterbacks out there. And we haven't seen a single one yet out of 6 boxes. That's bananas. We do like getting this guy, Jackson Dart for the Giants. Tomas, congratulations. So Genty and Dart, you guys may have been onto something when you all switched to them. Genty and Dart go to 5. They're battling. We're at 18 now on the hit counter. Let's keep it going. Jalen Milroe on the rookie rush. Caleb Johnson, rookie. There's a Josh Allen. So Pat and Josh go to 5. All thanks to Josh Allen. Brian Thomas, Michael Irvin, Drew Brees. Shamar James, rookie for the Cowboys on the red. Najee, Ernest Biner. Tila, Tyrone Tracy. And we got a patch for the Steelers. It is rookie Caleb Johnson. So congratulations, Jonathan S. Caleb Johnson on the red foil. Rookie royalty patch. Nicely played there. For the Buccaneers, it is draft classy Mika Egbuka. Congratulations to John J. Matthew Golden for the Packers. Garrett Wilson, Xavier Legette, Jamal Charles, Hutchinson. Another Jordan Love. He has been all over the place on this with the red. Tua, Tony Pollard, Jalen Hurts. And another Sean Alexander with a blue plaid Thrillers Chrome card. So congrats again to the Seahawks, Aaron. Jaden Higgins on the rookie exclusive. There's Marcus Allen on the touchdown club. Pat Bryant, rookie for the Broncos. John Elway. Caleb Williams. Joe Montana. Look at these quarterbacks. There could be a Mahomes in here. Nope. Andre Johnson. Rookie red Travion Henderson for the Patriots. Mike Evans, A.J. Green, Marvin Harrison Jr., Josh Jacobs. Here's a guy we hadn't seen yet, and this is a good one of him. Cam Scattaboo on the Thrillers Chrome. Congratulations, Tomas. This is a great one for the Giants on the Thrillers Refractor. Cam Scattaboo. And that puts Cam and Cam up to 3, and we're up to 20 on the hit counter. But it's going to keep coming. We're going to get closer on the hit counter with a rookie rush Jackson Dart. So back-to-back Giants hits for Thomas. We had the Cam Scattaboo Thrillers and now Jackson Dart rookie rush. And Jackson Dart and Genty go to 6. We got a ball game. We're up to 21. But we have only this many cards left to make it happen. Shamar James rookie for the Cowboys. Randy Moss, Christian Gonzalez, Honey Bijan, JD5. There's Tua on a red for the Dolphins. Coach card, Jim Harbaugh. DK Metcalf, Eric Dickerson, Dexter Lawrence. Tyler Shuck on the artistry in motion for the Saints, Jacob. There he is. That's going to tie it up. Look at that, you guys. You all managed to sneak a dart in at the last minute. And the Genty and Dart spots. First of all, Tomas, congratulations on another dart. But the Genty and Dart spot tie it up. And now all of you guys all across the board guessed Genty and Dart. And you just got a leprechaun for that. Travion Henderson finishes it off. So Jackson Dart with a big, big hit right at the end to get you guys some leprechauns. Sadly, the numbers didn't work out very well. So we didn't earn any leprechauns there. But here's how you guys did. So Matt, James, Lou, and Ed, congratulations. You all got leprechauns. And then, unfortunately, no one got the numbers. So 4 more leprechauns were earned there. Congratulations. And let's take a look at what we did in those 6 boxes. Jackson Dart on the rookie exclusive. Jackson Dart rookie rush. Scattaboo Thrillers. Alexander Thrillers blue plaid. Imuka draft class. Caleb Johnson on the patch. Jackson Dart, artistry in motion. Kurt Warner on the plaid. Rookies and stars, Shedeur Sanders. Quinshawn on the blue plaid, Crusade. Tyler Shuck on the patch for the Saints. Tet on the red. Travis Hunter. Olave on the blue Thrillers. Tet on the rookie rush. Bucky Irvin on the Thrillers. Sean Alexander again on the blue plaid. Larry Fitzgerald patch for the Cardinals. Hampton on the rookie rush. Another Kurt Warner blue plaid. Ashton Genty rookie rush. Quinshawn rookie exclusive. Riley Leonard airborne. Cam Ward artistry. Michael Williams on the blue Crusade. Shador rookie rush. We got a Jordan Love patch for the Packers. Ashton Genty on the blue Thrillers. Travis Hunter. Shador on the rookie exclusive. Travis Hunter draft class. Travis Hunter artistry in motion. Ashton Genty on the rookie stellar rookies. The Tet McMillan patch. Cam Ward on the draft class. C.D. Lamb on the Thrillers. Ted McMillan on the rookie exclusive. And we're not done yet. It's a good couple boxes. Jackson Dart. Quinshawn on the Thrillers. Willie Gaultz for the Bears on the plaid. Brian Dawkins was a patch. And Shador on the airborne. So there it is. Unfortunately, out of the 6 boxes, we did only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 5 all patches. No autos out of there, unfortunately. But not a bad couple patches. Dawkins, Tet's a great patch. Jordan Love's a good patch. Larry Fitzgerald's a legend. Shuck's going to make a name for himself. Johnson's pretty good. So not too bad. So thank you guys all very, very much for hanging out with us, participating in the breaks. Sorry, it's my eye there. And it's time now to do some giveaways. I've got a couple packs. We got some of those mystery packs. We've got some baseball mystery packs. I got 4 of them. I'm going to do 2 as a hit counter giveaway and 2 as a buyer's giveaway for tonight. So what we first got to do is we got to bring those leprechauns back. They've been itching to race again. We're going to clear our list, and I'm going to do buyer's giveaway first. So we'll start with rookies and stars. There's 32 folks. Then we go to our Mosaic. And finally, we're going to post in our Prizm. And like I said earlier tonight, guys, just because there's so many spots and folks who bought into the player break, I can only put 100 leprechauns on a list. So we're gonna after the break, we're gonna take care of you guys from the pick your player break differently. But for the buyers giveaway tonight, it's just for the other 3 pick your team breaks. So we got 94 of you in there. I think 12 seconds is not enough. I think we got to go 18 seconds. Throw another touchdown in there. And here we go. So top 2 prizes this time. Top 2 prizes are going to get one of our Major League Baseball mystery packs with a guaranteed hit in them. Here we go. Jim was running out hot, but it looks like we got Dan. So Matt and Jim, tough luck on that one. You felt just out of the running, but Dan and Jasker, and you guys are each going to get a Major League Baseball Card Lines mystery pack with the rest of your loot from tonight's breaks. Congratulations. Now we're going to clear our list out, and I'm going to go grab all of you folks who managed to get at least 1 leprechaun in tonight's breaks. And 19 leprechauns were earned. The top 2 are each going to get a mystery pack. So good luck, guys. Get those leprechauns cheered up, encourage them on. Give them one last swig of beer, one last handful of Skittles. Here we go. We got Matt in the middle, James J running down low. Look at Andrew coming through the gut. It looks like Andrew and Ed or James. Let's see. Andrew and Ed. All right, so tough luck. James, you fell just out of the running there. Your leprechauns usually do you all right. But congratulations and a big hearty thank you once again. Andrew, you won this guy coming your way. And Ed, you got this guy coming your way. So, guys, that is going to do it for us on this Tuesday evening. Once again, thank you guys so much. Chief, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys. Oh yeah, that was the pack for you. Nice. I hope you guys had some fun. I know I did. That boy's a summer break. Whew, heartache for some of you guys that got skunked on it, but man, for those of you that hit, boy, did you hit. And we had 3 other really fun breaks tonight. So thank you guys, as always, for the privilege to hang out with you and rip cards. Please do all the things on social if you would be so kind. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But other than that, please take care of yourselves tonight for the rest of your night, whatever you got going on. Settle in or head on out, whatever you're doing. Have some fun. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. And don't ever stop chasing that cardboard gold. You guys will see us back on air Thursday. And it's going to be Marty back again, steering the ship, running some basketball. So go check those breaks out now on eBay and get your spots early. Have a good night. Thank you all so much.